Hello friends, and welcome to Kelly Loves K-Pop. We're back again with another NCT tarot reading today. Actually it's an oracle reading, not a tarot reading today. But today is focused on NCT's Jaehyun. I believe that's how you pronounce his name. We're going to do his personality reading, and then we're going to do an ideal partner reading, which is about the closest I come to love readings on this channel, which is an ideal partner reading is more about a list of things that either Jaehyun looks for in a partner or that would complement him in a partner. So it is a hypothetical person, and I do not do readings on people who are not idols or who are not in the spotlight. I don't try to root out what idols may or may not be dating. So there's plenty of other great channels I recommend if you're into that kind of thing, but we don't do that here. So I'm going to go ahead and shuffle the cards so we can see about Jaehyun's personality. I don't honestly know too much about him other than I think he's one of the main visuals. I'm not sure. In their videos, he certainly seems like it to me. But again, NCT's got like 23 members at this point. I cannot keep up. I am so sorry, guys. So if you do know what his actual role is in the group, feel free to tell me in the comments. I'd love to know. Also, I decided we were going to try a new tablecloth for the holidays. Get rid of my doom and gloom black faux, what is it, suede? Faux suede, I guess. Alright, let's see, Jaehyun. Tell us about yourself. And of course, I'm going to pull 6 cards. These 6 cards do not encompass the entirety of his personality, just some major aspects that may be at the surface at the current time and moment. Okay, well, it's got some shadow aspects going on. Here, let me see, maybe I'll put this up here. But that doesn't always mean something bad. So let's see what we have. Also, I don't know if you guys noticed, I touch my cards a lot. It's how I feel like I focus and kind of center and download my information. So let's go ahead and see. We got the orphan child in the shadow attribute, which is feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. So he may have a little problem with surrounding himself with the wrong crowd. He may seek out people that make him feel good or feed his ego when, you know, in all honesty, you usually want friends that'll tell you like it is. So he may have a problem with seeking out people that are honest to him. Again, shapeshifter card. This one comes up. I mean, 9 out of 10 idol readings, this card will pop up, and I just think that this is a personality trait that these idols are honestly trained to have, but if it comes natural to you, all the better. In light attribute, it's the skill in navigating through different levels of consciousness, ability to see the potential in everything. So these people don't see limits. They're the type that want it all, that can do it all. Usually they're trained in so many aspects. They have so many interests that aren't just one central aspect. You know, they're not just a singer, they're not just a dancer, they're not just a songwriter. They want to do it all and be good at it all. And they're honestly interested in learning as much as they can to get them to the top, to get them where they want to be. Also, they're, you know, a lot of people are actors. They're good at playing different roles. So they can take on multiple layers, multiple masks and faces, figuratively, of course. So then we have rescuer in shadow, which is assumes that the rescued will reciprocate, keeps the rescued one needy. This is almost like he will do favors for other people, assuming that they're going to later do favors for him. It's almost like he doesn't do something for you for free. If he does you a favor, he's gonna, a very Godfather-esque. If he does a favor for you, you're gonna owe him one. Okay, again, I don't think Jaehyun does things for people for free. He understands, especially if you're not his friend, he understands this is a business. This is a very cutthroat business, and he may need those favors later on. So we have the mediator in shadow, which is negotiating with an ulterior motive or hidden agenda, either personally or professionally. Again, this goes with this rescuer card and kind of this orphan child. Like, this is about him not doing anything for him. Like, again, if he's negotiating something, what's in it for me? I'm hearing that. What's in it for me? What do I get out of it? What's the benefit? Where can this get me? If it doesn't benefit me, I'm not doing it. So there's a lot of that. I'm definitely feeling he's got a weighty ego. Servant in the shadow attribute, using the lack of money as an excuse not to move forward with life. So it's hard to tell if he actually doesn't have money or if he uses it as an excuse to get things out of people. If he's the type that's with other people that doesn't pay for things and just uses the excuse, oh, I don't have my money on me, I'll get you next time. You know, I think we all have that friend, and you love them, but they can be annoying. He might be that friend that magically forgets his wallet if he knows he's going out in a group of people. So maybe people need to watch out for that. Excuse me. And then we have femme fatale in the shadow, which is inappropriate use of sensuality, attachment to money and power. Again, like I said, I definitely felt like he's got a bit of an ego. Again, I think he's a good looking guy. I think he knows he's a good looking guy. And again, I think he likes to, I don't want to say take advantage of people, because I don't think he does anything. I don't think he asks people to do anything they're not willing to do, but I do think he likes to find out how far people will go for him. You know, if he needs something, or, you know, will you pay for him? Are you going to do him favors? Are you beneficial to be around him? And I think maybe this may be the problem with this orphan child and having the wrong type of people, is that maybe outside of his small circle, the people he has around him aren't people that he's really friends with. They're people that he thinks are going to benefit him or get him farther. And like I said, he's not afraid to use good looks or charisma or whatever he's got to use to get where he's got to go. So I do think he needs to be careful with the people he may be around and the people he may be attracting. And he may need to be careful that his ego doesn't get too big. You know, he's in an industry where a little bit of ego goes a long way, but he doesn't need to have a big one. He does need to make sure he stays humble in some aspects. So I'm going to go ahead and now get my cards ready for his ideal partner reading, okay? So just a second, and we'll go ahead and skip over to that. Okay, so I have my personality archetype cards that we will do as the basis of the ideal partner reading, but I also have my spellcasting oracle cards that we put on as a layered effect. So when I do the reading, I read these cards together. So they kind of expand on each other. They're already trying to go together. These oracle decks layer together really well for me, especially these spellcasting oracle cards give a lot of good insight when it comes to wants, needs, desires, that kind of thing. So I really like working with them. So we'll go ahead and pull okay. Interesting. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and oops. We'll go ahead and add our spellcasting oracle. It's interesting that the top three came in shadow. Oops, these are not supposed to be upside down. And then the bottom three are not. Okay. So let's go ahead and we'll read the first set. So the Hermit in shadow is withdrawals from society out of fear or negative judgment from others, refusing to help those in need. Again, like I said, we saw that he may have a very self-serving nature sometimes. So the answer card is about like seeking depth into that. So the person, sorry, there was some noise outside. So basically a person that's gonna help him find out why, like the person, like it sounds like Jaehyun may not even know why he does these things, so he may be someone that helps him dig deep and find the answers, because unless you know kind of what your source of this is, you're never going to really grow out of it. So he's definitely going to need someone that helps him search inside of himself and find out why he seems to be so much has so many problems with being like having a more open and giving nature. I do think that Jaehyun seems like a more cerebral, logical type of person. So just love is not going to be the answer there. Just, you know, sometimes showering people with kindness isn't going to help change that behavior. You need to let them look inside of themselves and find out why. So then we have the femme fatale again, and now we're with home. So again, the attachment to money and power. So someone who's going to make him maybe be able to put that all away when they come home, feel comfortable. Like, I feel like this may be this use of sensuality, this kind of manipulation is a suit of armor for him. So someone who can teach them that at home you can be comfortable, you don't have to be that person, you can take that armor off and you can be vulnerable. You can be just, you're safe, right? Create this safe space for them. You know, make it kind of a place where no one's asking anything of you. You know, you're just home. Then we have the saboteur in shadow, which is induces self-destructive behavior or the desire to undermine others. So it's interesting in manifestation. Because this is definitely reading to me like, again, usually this reading is like what they want and versus what they need. So this could be a card where what Jaehyun wants in a person is coming through. So he may be looking for someone that, you know, like I said, he kind of looks for how he can use others. And if he's looking for someone that may also have a manipulative side, he may feel more comfortable with someone who understands the game and helps him see people that can be manipulated for what they want. You know, someone that's going to help manifest this ideal he has in his mind, where that maybe a Bonnie and Clyde kind of situation where it's not always good what you do, but you come home to someone who understands that about you and doesn't look down on you for those things. So we have a gambler in the positive, which is willingness to follow intuition even when others doubt you, and happiness. So this one is more like, yeah, someone who almost would follow him unconditionally, unquestioningly. Is that a word? I think I just made up a word. But someone who doesn't question him and the things that he does. Again, this like creating of this safe space that, you know, is very much maybe like him, that helps him maybe see the people or the industry around him and like, well, if they're going to use me, then I'm going to use them, you know, and it's going to help him navigate that without questioning him, you know. Someone that just makes him feel like who he is good enough and accepting of that. So Donwan in the positive is spotlights your positive seductive qualities. Again, we were kind of showing that seduction and femme fatale. You know, with dreams, this card, actually give me a second. I just want to make sure that this one could have a little bit more going on. I'd like to look into it real quick. Okay, so yeah, this is like things that you look to attain, you know, like you almost go to bed dreaming about it, and so that you can manifest those things when you wake. So someone who definitely, I want to say, like, finds him as like their dream ideal, like all those seductive qualities that they enjoy those things. They would see that as like their perfect man. So again, this is a lot about him really wanting someone who will accept him as he is, flaws and all, like literally sees all of these things as their perfect ideal. And then we have slave in the light attribute, which is surrendering your power of choice to the divine with complete trust and friendship. So, and I really like this friendship card where they're all together singing in the light. And kind of, to me, it almost looks like they go together, doesn't it? Like all these dreaming and dancing to the divine here. Even though this is friendship, it definitely has like a divine feeling here. And this is like about being such good friends. Again, this is kind of all coming back to the same thing, having this deep understanding. Like, so definitely want someone that completely trusts him, that looks up to him, that understands him, that gives him this safe place. Like, again, finding these answers inside to know, like, I know who you are, and that's okay. That's like, he wants someone just like him in a lot of ways, and that also idealizes who he is. It's funny, this is ideal partner, but like literally that's what he wants. He wants someone who sees him and is just like, you're perfect the way that you are. Actually, I want to be just like that, or already is exactly like that. So he's got like a clever, foxy side, and I think that's definitely the type of person that he wants to engage with, that he wants to go down the path with. So yeah, he's got a bit of an ego, and definitely doesn't like to keep too many people too close. So again, his ideal partner is going to have to be someone who creates this very safe, understanding environment for him. So thank you for your request, Anonymous. As with all my questions, I either take them in the comments. You can leave a comment in this video, or you can go to my Tumblr where I list like a master list of all my readings. I have a request list of all the requests I'm currently working on. We've got like 60 plus requests at the moment between the two. But you can feel free to leave me your K-pop questions there. I'd be happy to do a reading for you. And as always, I hope you guys are taking care of yourselves, take care of each other, and have a great day. I'll see you soon.